Can I actually do this? What if I'm not cut out for sales? What if this is just another thing that doesn't work out? How much money can I actually make? I hear these questions all the time, so I wanted to jump on here and answer the most common questions I get asked about breaking into remote sales. If you're watching this video, it means you're seriously considering stepping into this world, and I am so freaking excited for you. So let's just dive straight in. How long does it typically take to find a role? The truth is, it really varies based on how quickly you implement what I teach you. I've had girls like Jasmine, for example. She landed an incredible role in just 3 weeks, while others take a little bit longer. Some are even quicker. The key factor here isn't time, it's action. The girls who dive in, show up to the calls, engage in the community, and actually apply the strategies, they see results super fast, like a matter of weeks or even days fast. Because the thing is, the opportunities are out there right now. Companies are desperately looking for heart-led women who can genuinely connect with their ideal clients. So really, the timeline is in your hands based on how committed you are to actually transforming your life. I've never sold anything before. Can I still get a job? Oh my gosh, yes. And honestly, this might actually be your biggest advantage. 99% of the girls I work with have never had any sales experience when they start, and they go on to absolutely crush it in the industry. Starting fresh can actually be better sometimes. You don't have any of those icky, pushy sales habits to unlearn. You're not coming in thinking you need to be manipulative or aggressive. Instead, I get to teach you how to sell with feminine power, with integrity, and from a place of genuine service. Some of my most successful students had zero sales experience, but they had something that was way more valuable: the ability to genuinely care about people and have real conversations. So if you can do that, then I can teach you everything else that you need to know. How much money can I realistically make in my first 3 to 6 months? Okay, let's break this down month by month, because I know what you're really looking for and wondering about is the numbers. And I want to give you realistic expectations. Month 1 is all about learning and landing your first opportunity. You're going through the training, you're getting comfortable with the processes, and most importantly, you're finding the right business to represent. Some girls land something amazing in week 1 or 2, whereas others can take the full month. But at the end of month 1, you should be positioned in a role and ready to start taking calls if you're not already. Month 2 is where things start to get really exciting. This is your ramp up phase. You're getting more comfortable on calls, your confidence is building, and you can realistically look at making around 1K per week. But here's where it gets really good. In month 3 onwards is where those payment plans that you sold in month 2 start collecting, and everything begins to compound and snowball from there. You're not just earning commissions from new sales that you make, you're also getting residual income from previous clients who were on payment plans that you've closed on the past couple of months. And this is where your income really starts to take off. Now, I have to be honest with you, your actual numbers will vary massively based on 3 key factors: the price point that you're selling, your sales skills, and how good the marketing is on the offer that you choose to represent. These are all the things that we dive into in loads of detail inside the program, because they literally make or break your success. The difference between selling a 2K product versus a 10K product with strong marketing, we're talking about completely different income levels here. And that is why I am obsessed with teaching you how to identify and secure the highest value opportunities. Can I do this if I feel anxious talking to people? Honestly, let me tell you something that's probably going to blow your mind. Some of the most successful closers I know are actually introverts. There's this huge myth that you need to be loud, extroverty, pushy, aggressive to succeed in sales, and it's complete and utter bullshit. If you're someone who gets anxious talking to people, you probably have something that extroverts often struggle with. You're an incredible listener. You pick up on subtle cues, you ask thoughtful questions, and you create safe spaces for people to open up. And these are literally superpowers in high-ticket sales. Think about it. When someone's about to drop 5, 10, or even 20K on a product for their transformation, do they want to talk to someone who's just waiting for their turn to speak? Or do they want someone who really hears them, understands their struggles, and can guide them with empathy? I think the answer is obvious. Your sensitivity is your strength, not your weakness. My 9 to 5 exhausts me. Would I be able to fit this in? I feel you so deeply on this one, because I've been exactly where you are. That horrible Sunday feeling, that dread of Monday morning, feeling like you're just existing between weekends. Honestly, I get it. And the beautiful thing about remote sales is that you can absolutely start part-time around your current job. Most of my girls begin by taking just a few calls in the evening or on weekends while they're still employed. As long as you have the bandwidth for that, and trust me, when you start to see the potential, when you start to see the commissions coming in, you'll find the energy and you'll be perfectly fine. And once you start gaining confidence and again seeing those commission checks come in, we can then create a strategic plan to transition you fully. You don't have to quit cold turkey and stress about money. We build this systematically so that you can walk away from that soul-sucking job with confidence, knowing that you have something incredible waiting for you. I've tried courses and online businesses before. What makes this different? I've heard this story so many times and my heart breaks for all the women who have been burned by those get-rich-quick schemes. But here's the fundamental difference. You are not starting a business. You don't need to invest thousands into building websites, creating ads, creating products, or any of that overwhelming stuff. And Close Like a Girl isn't a course that you buy and then figure it out on your own. This is an intimate, high-touch program where I am literally in the trenches with you every single day. I care so much about every single woman that I work with that I will do everything in my power to make sure that you succeed. You're getting hired by established businesses that already have proven offers, they have existing marketing in place, and they already have hungry audiences. Your job is simply to have conversations and help the right people say yes to their transformation. Plus, you have me and a community of ambitious women supporting you every single step of the way. You are literally never in this alone. What's the hardest thing about being a closer? Now, the hardest part, hands down, is finding high value opportunities that actually pay you what you're worth. And this is exactly why I dedicate a massive chunk of Close Like a Girl to teaching you how to identify and attract only the roles where you're pretty much guaranteed to make great money. I have a very specific strategy that I teach you for attracting those opportunities. And then, and this is crucial, how to properly vet them before you even accept the offer. Because here's what most people don't realize is that not all sales roles are created equal. Some will have you working your butt off for peanuts, while others will have you earning 5, 10, even 20K a month. The difference is knowing what questions to ask, what red flags to watch out for, and how to position yourself as the premium closer that you are. When you have this knowledge, you literally never have to settle for less than what you deserve again. So I hope those questions gave you a bit more clarity into the industry and what it's really, really like to be closing deals. If there's any more questions that you guys have, leave a comment below and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.